Hello everyone, I hope everyone's doing fantastic. We are going into week number 36 in the year 2022, and I'm actually recording this on, what is it today, September 2nd, so it's Friday, and we're going into the Labor Day long weekend. So I hope that you guys have some amazing things planned. We're not doing anything in my family except probably going to be going to the pool a lot, and we are going to go see Top Gun. Anyways, want to share with you some of the things that are going on in the role-playing group so that you guys are ready, and some of the things that are going to be come up on training and such. So scripts, again, Monday we have Labor Day, so there's no role-playing on that day. We are going to start on Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be lead follow-up. So I hope that you all have some leads that are in your pipeline right now. You have to make sure that you're staying top of mind to them. You have to be reaching out not just on a telephone channel, but also different channels. But you need to practice that so you can actually engage with them. If they answer the phone, what are you going to say? If you actually get their voicemail, which is typically what's going to happen, what message are you going to say? Follow up with an email address if you have their email. Wednesday is going to be expireds and for sale by owners. Look, in a traditional market, expired listings are typically overpriced anyways. That's why they expire. In a shifting market, especially in our market where traditionally, when you see rates go up, you see prices come down, expired listings are going to get the memo really, really late on that. So you need to know how to have those conversations. Again, you need to stay top of mind with them, not just focusing on the telephone channel, but also on multimedia channels, which is why they call it multimedia, multi-channels. For sale by owners. For sale by owners, traditionally sell for 30% less than what a property listed with an agent goes for. So typically what you find with them is that they're going to try it on their own for 30 days and they're going to try and sell it to their friends, their families, or their friends of friends. And typically friends and friends of friends, they always want a deal. So that's why there's so much left on the table. So know how to have those conversations. I encourage you through having a conversation with them is just go and preview the property and start building that rapport with them. Sooner or later, statistically, sooner or later, they are going to list with somebody. Thursday is going to be the incoming buyer call. Look, all those activities that you promised the seller you're going to do to sell their home are the same exact activities that actually generate buyer interest. So you have to make sure that you're fielding those calls and converting those calls. Pre-qualifying those calls are hugely important. And then Friday, we're going to finish it up with past clients and sphere of influence. Again, this is the 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time scripts role-playing. But past clients, SOI, you should probably practice those separate. You should have a separate campaign to stay in front of those. But the conversations are going to be relatively similar. Now, moving into the objection handling scripts, on Monday, again, is Labor Day. But Tuesday, we're going to be talking about other agents will lower their commission. Why won't you? Typically, a commission objection is based on the perceived value of the services you're providing divided by the cost that they're going to actually pay. So you have to really work on having confidence and clarity, but you also, it's not just about being able to talk to you. You have to make sure that you're increasing your value proposition to differentiate yourself from everybody else's value proposition. If you look like just every other real estate agent, then what's going to happen is that you're going to be in a race to zero with everyone reducing their commissions. Wednesday is going to be, I want to find a house before I put mine on the market. Makes sense. Still happening right now. Thursday, we're going to be talking about, or the objection is going to be, if I list my home with you and I buy the next one through you, will you reduce your commission? Look, it's a 2-for-1 deal. This Thursday objection is very similar. It's the cousin of a Tuesday objection. All commission objections are relatively the same, and it really ties down to the perceived worth of the services that you provide versus the price that you charge. Again, if the seller doesn't see any significant difference between you and realtor A, B, C, D, and E, then the lowest price is typically going to prevail. That's likely what happens. So we got to, number one, yes, you have to work on rebuttaling this objection, but number two, if you really want to rebuttal this objection and have it work, you need to differentiate your service, your value proposition from anyone else in the market. So you should work on that. Friday, the last we're going to talk about is I don't need an agent. Well, if you want to sell your property, yes, you do, but you want to, you're not going to answer it that way. Practice that with your partner. Then we're going to go into the listing sequence. As always, Tuesday is about pre-qualifying the appointment. Look, it's not just pre-qualifying the listing appointment. It's also pre-qualifying the buyer appointment. Now, work with your partner on this. I would say if you're working both with listings, sellers, and buyers, it's probably more important to pre-qualify the buyer because buyers are typically a bigger strain on time than it is with the listing. That's why we always want to go after those. In my experience, a buyer is anywhere between 3 to 5 times more time than a good listing. So you want to make sure that you're really pre-qualifying those and really deciding if you want to work with them. That's going to be on Tuesday. We always work on pre-qualifying. Thursday is either the listing consultation or the buyer consultation. You choose. The listing is listing your property, buyer. Now this comes back to the modern consumer journey. You want to have a very easy listing presentation or buyer consultation. You need to make sure that you're, again, maximizing the different channels because there are 2 things that the seller or the buyer needs to know before they're willing to make a decision. They need to know what you do and what you cost. That's it. Now, it's actually really pretty that simple. But that's what we're doing for next week's role playing. Now, as far as some of the things that are going to be coming up into September, we got some more training that's going to be coming out to you. We have some different systems that we're going to be rolling out, a membership portal for you to dive into where all your scripts and training and everything's going to be. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be bringing you guys a ton of training, a ton of value. The whole focus here is to help you do more business. The business is contracting. Every market is inventory is going up. Pendings are contracting. Closed sales are contracting. We want to make sure that it's not you and your business that's contracting, that you're actually getting the business, the lion's share of that business. The only way you're going to do that is through systems, tools, training, skills, resources, etc. And the more you know how to work the business, the more you know how to say something and how to say it, the better off you're going to be. So guys, that's all I have for today. I wish you guys have an awesome Labor Day weekend and happy role playing next week. Take care.